anything and everything. I'm your main host, Dev. I'm joined by Zach.
Hello.
Brendan.
I'm back.
And Wyatt.
I'm always here.
We're all here for once, and normally we were going to do a reunion episode for all four of us, but today, whether it comes to the copyright infringement of Winnie the Pooh now being a vicious murderer, the new Buzz Lightyear, or even Disneyland in Florida, we're talking Disney, theme parks, anything and everything in between, as a special episode for a friend of mine who, at the time of recording, is in Florida. At the time it's being published, probably heading home as he's probably listening. But so to start us off, if you haven't heard, Winnie the Pooh entered open domain as the biggest shocker, and Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, is now a real thing. Winnie the Pooh is now a killer. What do you guys think about that?
I want to watch it.
First thing from Zach, I want to watch.
You would not think he's a killer, despite the way he looks.
So,
a t-shirt in yellow.
Quiet.
I find it interesting.
So, as Winnie the Pooh entered open domain not too long ago, the first thing that happened was some movie producers immediately decided, we want the rights, we want to make a horror movie. This only happened one other time with Disney when, years ago, they lost the rights to Mickey Mouse. Somebody took Mickey Mouse and made it his property, and they were going to sue Disney. Disney sued back, or they sued first, truthfully, and they took the rights back in that court case. And let me tell you, that was hell to pay, nevertheless. But
do you think the same thing will happen with Winnie the Pooh?
Considering that there's already a movie made and in post, ready to be sent to the world, I don't think Disney has time for a legal suit. Plus, not to mention, they're still trying to get Johnny Depp back after he won against Amber Heard, because I've heard rumors of a $301 million proposition to Depp to return for Pirates, and it's either that or they're replacing him with Dwayne Johnson. And if that happens, you are not going to catch me dead in any theater watching Pirates of the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm. The only one that could play
Jack Sparrow or any good lead is Depp.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I first heard about the Dwayne Johnson rumor, I was like, guys, we got a problem. And Zach said, I'm not going to watch another one of those things. I'm gone.
Only ones I'll watch are ones that Johnny Depp is in it.
Yeah, I think that's all of us. So, we're going to talk recent and a very hot topic. The new Buzz Lightyear movie launched on Friday, the 17th of June. 3 of us were there day one to see it, just like how some of us were there day one for some Destiny stuff. So, okay, without spoiling anything or referencing the scenes that are already put online, what were your guys' initial thoughts on the movie?
I didn't think it was going to be that great initially.
But you liked it in the end, right?
Yeah.
Wyatt?
I love the comedy in it.
Yeah, I honestly loved it. It's just, okay, I'm going to say one thing. It's probably going to be teased or ranted about, but there was an incontinuity that Toy Story 2 set up. If anyone remembers the scene in Toy Story 2, Zurg said, Buzz, I am your father. Now, anyone who sees Lightyear, remember that what I just said? To find that incontinuity, it's not going to be anywhere in the beginning of the movie, so just remember that as you go to watch Lightyear, and when you find it, tell me I'm not wrong. But there were a lot of Star Wars references.
There were.
That's called Disney flexing its IPs, everyone. Welcome to Disney! So, alright, let's be blunt. Buzz Lightyear is not doing so hot on the reviews. It's not a bad movie. It's the LGBTQ having representation in that movie is what gets... Mostly because, now this is going to get spoiled whether we wanted it or not, so I'm going to say it. In the early scenes of the movie, there is I don't want to misterm it or for Twitter reasons, but we're going to say lesbian character. Because there's one of the female protagonists that was in the trailer, or barely in the trailer, was shown with insinuations of a homosexual relationship.
She had a wife.
Yeah, what Zach said. And I was looking at the reviews yesterday because I was leaving my own, and holy crap, were they violent about the LGBTQ representation. Now, a few listeners and a few friends of mine are in the LGBTQ community, and they probably think it's great to have representation in mainstream media, but the fact that that's what people are getting angry about, that's pretty homophobic. And just to clarify, Team Unnamed and Anything and Everything podcast does not support homophobia of any sorts. We don't care as long as you're not an issue or hate mailing us. But other than that, we have no problems with anyone. So we do not endorse that content. We don't endorse anyone doing it because this is a hot topic. So I'm putting every kind of warning out there.
Yeah, adding on to that, this is just my personal opinion. Towards that community, it's sort of an unneeded hate.
Yeah, because
Think about it. There's them. There's guy. There's so many different communities out there, and everyone's focusing on this community.
yeah, there's a lot of things.
Yeah, it's like there are many more that are just like it, but you're focusing on this one.
Yeah, honestly,
It makes no sense.
the fact that they're doing this much hate is horrible. Because yesterday, while I was talking with Wyatt about what we need to do in post for this episode, I saw some on Twitter where artists had their stuff stolen by a homophobe, and let's just say Twitter did what they did best. Zach, you and I know this one. They bully the crap out of people. Zach has been probably scarred by Twitter from the amount of bullying he sees happen. But when it came to Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, I made sure he knew about every inch of it because, well, no one liked Heard after that case. If you do, congrats. I'm not going to hate you, but somebody out there might. So,
Okay.
yeah. So, Disney, their copyright tights, man. Have you seen what they do to people who post their content online? Yeah, copyrights to hell and back. The problem is, so many people start reposting that copyrighted content on the internet. It's
Yeah, at that point it becomes like
it's free real estate.
they can't keep up with it anymore.
Yeah, but hey, yeah, you know what? They just need to hire Nintendo's lawyers. Those guys have never lost a case in their lives.
I can't believe it.
You believe it or not, that's actually a true. That's actually a true statement.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, off the top of their head, who can count how many intellectual properties Disney owns? Go on. I'll wait. I can't. Just think about that.
Why would I know?
It's over 9,000.
Well, I'll give you that one. No one really knows.
Look it up.
Yeah,
Google different.
for real. Like, Disney owns a lot of stuff. It's crazy. So, now, of course, the other thing. Has anyone seen the trending video of the Spider-Man at that Disney theme park hitting a building?
What?
You haven't seen the video! So, there's a video going around that at a Disney theme park, there was a Spider-Man. What do you want to call that? What's the thing that
Google put it as animatronic.
Yeah, animatronic, but it literally was swinging, doing its routine, but it hit a building, and it started caving in the building. Like, it was hilarious because no one ever expected it. Like, oh my god. So, I can't put the video in for copyright reasons, but let's just say that video of the Spider-Man breaking the building, somebody predicted it and put it on Twitter a long time ago. Guys? Oh yeah. So, Among Us, we're watching the video and okay, guys, here's what it says. Disney has over 6,000 trademarks and 2,225 active patent families.
Close enough to 9,000.
No, that means they own a lot of crap. So that means we can't put anything in this video in post that'll get us killed.
Ha.
Other
Can't
than
die.
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yeah, Winnie the Pooh, he's free freaking domain right now.
Free Shabakadu.
Better start racking out the money for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Watch how we're gonna talk about that, and then like 2 seconds later, Disney says no.
Copyright strikes.
They never officially took the copyright for Winnie the Pooh. It always stayed on the author, and the author just lost their copyright.
So it's open domain. Now, of course, we have to talk. Now, there's one part about Disney that no one likes. No one likes, and nobody wants to remember. The video games. Disney has made bad, oh god, bad games.
There's been decent ones, like that one Star Wars game.
Okay, yeah, the Star Wars game. Kingdom Hearts, that was the only good main
Oh, yeah,
Disney
that one.
game.
That's a good one.
Now, technically, Star Wars wasn't under Disney's IP belt when they made a lot of those games, so we're not going to count that one under these rules. But okay, we're not going to be the first people to talk about it. But YouTubers have bashed into the ground how bad Disney games are. I'm probably going to link one of them somewhere, but they bash this stuff left and right because Disney hasn't made good games. No movie company has made good games, just like how no games have made good movies. Okay, screw off, Sonic the Hedgehog. You're the one exception. You know, it's ironic we just binged that last night.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
Now, of course,
I'm surprised Sega still exists.
well, they just
Sega
don't.
Dreamcast.
They don't make consoles, but can you imagine if they got subsumed into a bigger company like Sony or Microsoft?
They did. They got consumed into Paramount.
So it means a movie company's gonna be making up. Well. So
Movie company is making
games
systems.
again.
Oh no.
That's scary.
Now, of course, how many of you have been to amusement or theme parks here?
I've went to Six Flags.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the three of us, we can't say no. We all went to the Six Flags in Texas at least once.
Don't look
Went
at me.
twice.
Have you?
I've gone more than twice.
Same. Have you ever been to a theme park or amusement park? Brandon?
I've also been to Slitterbug.
Guys,
Wait, actually, I take that back. I've been to an amusement park when I was little. Yeah, I got lost in the mirror maze.
Oh yeah.
I just sat down.
Amusement and theme parks are another level.
So
So
you literally just sit down in the maze and just wait for someone to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an easy one
Because
for
I
you.
kept running into mirrors, okay?
I got an easy one for you. You've at least went to SeaWorld, right?
Oh, yeah.
That
I
counts.
forgot about that.
yeah, honestly, anything and everything counts for theme parks and amusement parks because, well, the person that wanted this special episode at the time of recording this, of course, is in Florida at Disney World, and I told him I'd get this episode out eventually, but I think post is going to be the part where it sucks the most. Of course, well, who am I? I'm just the guy who makes the stuff. You know. Brendan, you're just here, dude. You're just lucky to be back in an episode. So, side note, me and Wyatt are the two guys who plan where we get together, how we get together to the studio and record these things. The coordination has been so off lately that even the coordination with my St. Jude charity streams on Twitch have even been screwed up. Like, we've been trying to get this together for so long, and
I just randomly showed up
yeah,
yesterday.
this dude just spontaneously combusts out of nowhere. But I guarantee you next episode will either be a reunion special or
Happy birthday special for Wyatt.
or something. We're gonna coordinate this time and plan ahead of time. But
Gift opening on stream.
no. But anyways, back to the main content. I love how we just died. I honestly thought someone else had something to say, but
I forgot what we were talking about.
of course.
Disney.
Has anyone heard the legend of the Disney alligator in that old abandoned Disney park? I don't remember the exact legend. I just know that there's a rumor in an abandoned Disney park there's an alligator in the lake where some kid, well, let's just say it might not have been the bite of 87. Maybe the bite of the early 2000s.
Well, within the Disney park itself, there is an island in the middle of the lake that you used to be able to go to, but now you can't.
I think it was an animatronic alligator, not a real one.
Yeah, because the island was filled with some animatronics and all, but the island you used to be able to go to it, now you can't.
I wonder why. Maybe in the bite. And yes, if you get that reference, you shouldn't. I know me and Zach obviously get the reference.
I do.
So, all right. So, who here's been to Six Flags at least once? I want to know because there's a story to tell. Story time. I already know why because he bragged about it. So, who remembers the ride at Six Flags, the Rattler? Not, before it was the Iron Rattler, just the regular wooden like everything was wood about, but the Rattler roller coaster.
I
remember
never
that.
saw it, but I remember my dad bragging about riding it almost every day.
I know people who rode that thing, and let me just say, that was scarier because there was always the fear of the ride falling apart because of the wood, and that always made the thrill of it so much better. But I rode the remake, the Iron Rattler. Let me tell you, here's how it went down. Me and my family went there, and this was a couple years ago, so we were a bit younger. Team Unnamed hadn't been formed, and we hadn't met up yet. Like, that's how far it was before the three of us even got together again.
I think I knew him.
At that point, yeah, you barely knew him because you were still away before your birthday where you got us all together. But anyway, so it was me, my brother, my sister, my mom, my dad, and I think it was my older sister too. But so my sister barely met the height requirements for the Rattler, and let me tell you, there were, you know, the 0G part of the ride. Have you at least heard of it? My sister started to, well, fly.
I believe
That's not funny,
fly.
dude. Like, my dad literally had to hold her down, but honestly, I think the best part was, like, I was so scared out of my mind that I was gonna fly out, so I just closed my eyes, I opened them, the ride was over, I was like, I missed it! I missed my ride!
Almost like coming down the road over here.
We don't talk about what happened on Hogpen. Hey, it's better with you than it was your cousin! That's another story for a later episode.
Yes.
I'd like to hear it after this episode.
I will tell you.
Yeah, we'll tell you later. Anyways, but honestly, who here has been to Disney? No one. I will prove all of us wrong. No one. Has anyone wanted to go to Disney?
My spirit has been to Disney.
Hey man, I just want to go to Disney.
I mean, it sounds
I just
cool,
wanna
but then
have
the
a
lines
life.
are 12 years long, so...
Man, by that point,
By that point, I might have a life jack.
by that point the cycle might be started, and we'd have to break that cycle already. Reference. But man, you know, now that I think about it, I wonder how those guys felt about the 12-year-long lines at Disney. I haven't heard anything from them because I never got a call because I guess I just don't matter. But actually, one of them is down the line. But I wonder how that was for them. Just the 12-year-long lines. You might literally someone might have ascended from something before those lines are gone. I would say though the Six Flags lines, God, were they bad. Half of my day there was just standing in line for not even just rides, for food, for the best ride of all, the bathroom.
What's
Oh, that's a good ride right there.
what day did you go on?
I think I went on a Saturday.
See, that's what you did wrong.
Well, we don't go during weekdays.
Don't tell the public what days to go, otherwise you're gonna ruin the system, Wyatt.
For us, man. Think about the children. Think about ourselves. I mean,
Think about having a life.
I mean, it's common sense.
Yeah, well, it seems to be working, so apparently 80% of the population doesn't have common sense.
What, you mean 80% of the population doesn't have common pennies in their pockets?
No.
You don't even have common sense.
I have $20.
Look.
So just...
Two of them.
Anyway, yeah, what he's trying to say is that if they find out how the system works, you're gonna have a bad time.
And the system's gonna change.
Come on, man. We already have the cycle. We don't want a freaking another incident.
It's like every time a news reporter or a news system would say, oh, hey, Series X is in stock here.
Or no. In Destiny, when there's a new glitch for infinite shards, someone says something and then Bungie patches it 2 minutes later. I mean, why and Zach know that context?
Do what?
They patched the one that me and Zach know a while back. The one that we did for you. Yeah.
Really, they patched it.
Yeah, Bungie bragged about patching that glitch.
Ha! Big drag.
Actually, no, they're one of the better game companies. Can you imagine if they made a Disney game? That'd be some very mixed reviews. Former creators of Halo, creators of Destiny,
It's not the creators of Halo don't work for Bungie after Sony bought them.
former. That's why I said former.
I know, but I'm just saying they wouldn't be making it.
You know, I think there was a. Alright, someone can burn me on Twitter if I'm wrong, but I think there was a PlayStation exclusive Disney game at some point in time. I don't remember, but if there was, somebody find that for me. We don't have to right now, but.
Was it the
Sex.
Mickey and Oswald one?
Oh no, Epic Mickey. No, I think that was a. No, that was on the Wii.
And I think it's on Switch now.
Well. Anyways, I just remember hearing about that legend, but you know, everyone always loves the best kind of theme parks. The water parks.
May I ask you a question?
What?
What's your what Disney game have you played that you hated the most?
I'm gonna have to go. I think it was Disney Infinity or whatever it was called, but like their take on Skylanders.
Yeah, Disney
Yeah.
Infinity is a PlayStation exclusive.
I have it on Xbox,
360.
and then it's also on Wii.
It
Well-
shows it's only for PlayStation.
Well, it was originally on PlayStation. It launched PlayStation first, so I guess you win that one because.
And then Disney's Aladdin collection.
Oh God.
Well,
I was right about the PlayStation. Disney Infinity was the single-handed worst Disney game ever played. I despise you if you enjoy that game. I'm just gonna tell you outright.
it was probably like 10 or something. Maybe not even.
Believe it or not, no. I have a friend who I saw during this past educational year that had the game. I played it on their Xbox. The game was so good, guys. I accidentally poured bleach into my eyes.
Whoa.
Crazy, right? Honestly, man, I've only been. I think I've been to three types of parks in my life. I went to Six Flags, I went to Schlitterbahn, and I went to some place that's defunct now. I forgot what it was called, but it was like some water park.
I've been Slurp-on.
Schlitterbahn's fun. Problem is, I have flashbacks to that trip because there were some people I talked to then that absolutely despise me now, and well, we don't talk about them. I would do that freaking quote from the Sonic movie 1 where it's that story where Robotnik talks about the bully and how he drinks the straw, but I literally can't say that. I just can't. So, alright, I think we all know what happens next. Let's talk about horrible Disney movies! Alright, single-handed worst Disney movie in your opinion. Go, Zach.
Silence.
I don't watch much Disney.
That same here.
I'm gonna go with Tangled.
Well played. Alright, Brendan, go.
Right, go.
Brandon, go.
I'm the one who chooses who goes. You go, Brendan.
Me personally, I don't like Moana.
Dwayne Johnson.
Exactly.
Wyatt,
Right,
go.
No clue.
You haven't watched Disney.
You have Disney Plus. I don't.
I barely watched that
Alright,
shit.
okay.
Hey,
alright.
are you a Star Wars fan?
Yes.
Okay.
Name the worst Star Wars movie, because that's Disney.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
anything of the... I'll give you one. Anything that of the new age Star Wars, like the Kylo Ren and crap. Any of those.
Yep.
I'll answer that for him. Alright. Alright, I can name mine in a heartbeat. Big Hero 6.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I
That's
just,
how bad it
I
was.
just didn't like it. Plus, it had a terrible spin-off series that literally played so much on TV that it was either that or watch King of the Hill.
Well, I never watched spin-offs.
Damn it, Bobby. Seriously, it was either that or this terrible series that was animated so horribly. Like, I could rant about this, but well, I've already lit that dumpster on fire. I've already lit that dumpster on fire when I said it was either Buzz Lightyear or Jurassic World Dominion. and I wasn't gonna watch Chris Pratt put his hand out for a Velociraptor for the third goddamn time in a row. The mechanic was great the first 2 times, but the third one...
What's your favorite Jurassic Park?
Unrelated.
Hey, if you pause it, I can tell you something controversial.
Ooh, I like controversial things. Editor, cut this next segment out. I can't even believe that, Zach. Editor, I'm so glad you cut that out. That would have been the hottest water ever. Well, hopefully you did, otherwise we're dead.
It's okay, I'll get us started.
Okay, I was gonna cue the directed by meme. You know, the one that got me copyright twice.
Good job.
It wasn't my fault that single short went bad. Anyways, controversial stuff out of the way. I'm gonna say a controversial thing. Any Star Wars movie with those characters like Kylo Ren was crap. Don't at me on Twitter.
I just don't really like Star Wars in the first place.
Star Wars is okay, but that new trilogy with all these new characters like Force Awakens and that, I'm gonna say it. My movie ticket was basically paying to take a nap. You know what could have been Disney. Hold on, let's just find it. You know, old Disney cartoons actually had uncensored cussing.
Yeah.
And so many people.
That old Mickey Mouse, that he drives a train, I think.
Yeah.
It's black and white. Yeah.
You remember a
That's the
clip
child
going
right
viral
there.
where one of the old Mickey clips had him saying the N-word?
Yeah, original Disney was not cool, man. So anyone who knows me personally and has been to the school that I've attended at one point in time, you would know Crazy History Teacher played a clip of a Disney propaganda video for World War II. If you remember that clip, you shouldn't.
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
I just don't remember. I don't even remember the clip in general. So I just remember my Crazy History Teacher lady. That's what everyone called her because she was so crazy about the star test.
Crazy. Wait, history?
Yeah.
Crazy history teacher.
Hey guys, you remember that guy who failed that star test that one time?
I've never failed the Star test.
I'm talking about, but Zach, you told us that epic controversial story, which editor you can cut off so Zach can retell it. That's crazy, dude. Editor, if you cut that one out, well, let's hope the patrons on Patreon will find that that raw footage is better because that was so hilarious. Like, I can't even believe that's the most crazy thing ever. Well, actually, no one pays for our Patreon, so no one gets the raw footage. You guys can't see it, but the whole studio is shaking right now because it's hilarious. Honestly, Disney has made some of the most greatest humor with what they call kids content. Oh my! Seriously, so one day I was walking into my niece watching some Disney shows. I don't know what Disney calls entertainment these days, but it was so cringe. I started laughing. And at that point, I was setting up for our St. Jude charity stream that we did the other night, and I was like, what is this garbage we call kids TV these days?
He took my phone.
Honestly.
You're the one who threw it at
Controversial
me.
topics.
You're the one who threw it at me.
Honestly, we're going to leave it to the fans whether we should do controversial topics. One, because we almost made one about education, but that was so controversial. You guys remember what we had to do to that? We lit that thing on fire.
Can I have my phone back?
No.
Alright, boys, you know what time it is now? Wait a minute, we haven't had a part where someone gets roasted so I can play that clip of the drifter going ooh.
Oh well.
Oh well, we can roast someone later.
Ooh.
Actually, hey, you know what we can do? We can roast Brendan, he wasn't there when we watched Lightyear Day 1! Hey man, we're sorry, you just didn't get here in time. Hey, you know what? I'll spoil it for you.
I had to go to.
Editor, cut this part out, it's got spoilers for Lightyear.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you can never unhear the ending to Lightyear. This raw footage is so messed up, I tell you guys. So I think we're going to do our closing segments now. So anyone have any last marks on Disney or theme parks?
I hate you.
Brendan hates me for spoiling Lightyear. Okay, so a few closing notes. Thank you to our listener Jackson who requested this episode, other than all my other friends in Disney right now. But I hope you're having a great time, man. And when you hear this episode, I'll tag you on Twitter when it comes out and post everything. But hope you love the episode. And any closing notes from the team?
I will try and be back more, but I have a
Yeah,
job.
we're gonna try and coordinate better between team stunts because We just did Zach's 100 sub special for his YouTube channel.
Still need all y'all's footage.
Yeah, I know we're gonna do that
Good.
laters. Anything from you, Wyatt?
Just remember that we do have donations set up and an email.
Yeah, and we do want to hear from you. We want to hear if you would like a live stream for anything and everything where we listen to viewer questions.
I could answer
Find us-
some too.
Find us on social media. Like you can find me and Zach on Twitter if you can even find us somehow.
You can find me on Instagram, Snapchat.
We're not gonna do
all
that. No, those are personal.
no,
Just
personal.
Twitter.
Too personal.
Just Twitter. Or you can find us on
Look at
Twitter or YouTube, or we're going to leave the email in the description of the video on all your favorite listening services so you can find us, give us either feedback or ask for a literal stream. Because if we do a stream, we're going to want a large amount of our listeners here. So, other than that, this has been anything and everything with Team Unnamed. I've been Dev. This has been Zach.
And this has been Brenda.
This has been Brendan. This has been Wyatt.
That
Ow! You son of a bitch!
Spoiling.
You said you wanted it.
no.
Well, now I've actually got to do editing. Cut that out.